The airspace over Israel and Western military hubs in the Middle East has long been treated as the most secure real estate on the planet. That reputation is built on a multi-layered network of Arrow and Iron Dome batteries, systems designed to track and neutralize hundreds of incoming threats simultaneously. But currently, Red Crescent teams are navigating the wreckage of 7-story apartment blocks that have been leveled by direct hits. These strikes are landing deep within the sovereign territory of Israel, hitting the industrial infrastructure of Haifa, miles away from the border skirmishes. While official PR narratives continue to highlight a high interception rate, residents are posting footage of Iranian canister missiles successfully piercing the shield and causing severe structural damage. If the defensive grid is technologically superior, we need to examine how these weapons are consistently making it through to their targets. To understand the failure of the shield, we have to look back at the origins of the launch and the distance these missiles are covering. Thousands of miles of airspace lie between the launch sites in Iran and the coast of the Mediterranean, crossing through Iraq and Syria. The trajectory continues through Jordan before entering the final approach into Israel. The primary vulnerability is mathematical. Despite the precision of the radar, Israel's physical stockpile of interceptor missiles is depleting faster than it can be replenished. Iran has shifted its tactics to exploit this. By launching only a handful of missiles daily, they force the defense systems to choose between exhausting their remaining reserves or letting a few rounds slip through. This is a methodical war of logistical attrition. The Iron Dome is being forced into a scenario where it can no longer guarantee a total defense. This erosion of control extends beyond the Israeli border. American military assets in the region are currently suffering a series of catastrophic, unexplained losses. Among the destroyed hardware are 2 MC-130 transport aircraft, each valued at approximately $100 million. In the same 48-hour window, the list of losses grew to include an F-15E fighter and 4 specialized MH-6 Little Bird helicopters, used primarily for tactical mountain rescues. The official U.S. explanation claims these planes were burned by their own pilots following simultaneous technical failures during an evacuation. Iranian sources, however, claim combat kills and point to shrapnel damage on the remaining hulls. Statistically, the likelihood of 6 elite aircraft suffering critical non-combat failures in the same place and at the same time is extremely low. Regardless of the exact cause, these smoldering airframes represent a significant loss of operational impunity for U.S. forces in the Middle East. These military losses are only the surface of a larger strategy. The real pressure is being applied to the movement of global trade. By exerting control over the Strait of Hormuz, Iran has effectively created a bottleneck for the traditional flow of oil and goods leaving the Gulf. Saudi Arabia and the UAE attempted a massive logistical workaround, diverting cargo to the Gulf of Oman to bypass the strait. Once docked, goods are hauled hundreds of miles overland across the Arabian Peninsula to avoid the water blockade. Iran responded by targeting these safe harbors. Drone and missile strikes are now hitting cargo ships parked at the alternative docks. To finalize the chokehold, Houthi forces are monitoring the Bab el-Mandeb Strait in the Red Sea, potentially cutting off the exit for the overland route. The missile strikes in Haifa, the wreckage of American planes, are part of one master strategy. This campaign is designed to demonstrate the limits of Western military power, while systematically closing the gates on shipping lanes.